Good afternoon and welcome to the Gamble Athletic Center on the campus of Keystone College. United East men's basketball action. The Keystone Giants, who are 9-5 in league play, and right now they are the 4th seed in the conference playoffs. If they were to start today, they're hosting the Notre Dame University of Maryland Gators, who are 3 of 10 in league play. Keystone coming off one of its best wins of the year on Wednesday night down at Cairn. They defeated the home club 109-102 in regulation. Jack Anderson had 23 points on 5 of 6 shooting from 3. Brandon Scott, another huge game for Keystone, 21 points, 8 rebounds. Camden Ayers, he flirted with a triple-double on Wednesday night. 8 points, 10 assists, and 9 boards. And Tyler Fox shot the ball incredibly well coming off the bench, 3 of 5 from 3. He had a total of 19 points. Notre Dame, they're losers of 6 of their last 7. However, as men's basketball has gone on here in United East play, there's lots of parity and pretty much any team's capable of beating anybody on any given night. Conference standings, Bryn Aaron is right now in first place. Wilson trails them. Third place is St. Elizabeth. Keystone, as I mentioned, is 4th. Cairn 5th, and Clark Summit University is 6th. Keystone looking possibly to improve on their seeding, maybe move up to the 3 seed. However, the one negative is if there is a tiebreaker with St. Elizabeth for that 3rd seed. St. Elizabeth did sweep the Giants in regular season play. They won at home, and they came up here to La Plume and defeated Coach Kettle's Giants. So starting lineups for the Gators, number 2, Kawan Johnson. He's their leading scorer on the year. He's averaging 16.5 points per game. He's a 6-foot freshman out of Baltimore. Number 3, Cole Matthews, a 6'1" junior from Smyrna, Delaware. Number 11, Jermaine Koger, a 6'4" freshman from Baltimore. Number 23, Jabreco DaCosta, a 6'5" freshman from St. Catherine, Jamaica. And number 31, Desmond Nicholson, a 6'3" freshman from Hagerstown, Maryland. For the Keystone Giants, DeAndre Sutherland, a 6'2" junior from Miramar, Florida. Camden Ayers, who started all 22 games this year for the Giants. He's a 6' sophomore from Fort Lauderdale. Brandon Scott, a 6'2" junior from Cheltenham, PA. Deshaun Johnson, who has also started every single game for Keystone this year. He is a 6'5" freshman from Montgomery Village, Maryland. And Jack Anderson, who leads the club in scoring, averaging 20 a game. He is a 6'4" junior who wears number 15. He's from Davie, Florida. So Notre Dame is coached by T.J. Jordan. The Giants are headed by Andrew Kettle in his first year, former Scranton Prep head coach, former Lackawanna Trail head coach. He has the Giants 9-5 in league play after playing a brutal non-league schedule, which included 2 Division I opponents, Binghamton and James Madison. Coach Kettle assisted this year by Joe Gibbons, former Mountain View head coach, and Tara Machaco, former Wilkes University and Marywood University women's head coach. So he has a staff with some great experience as we're getting ready to tip off here from La Plume. Notre Dame lost a heartbreaker in their last game earlier this week. They dropped a tough one on the road at Rosemont, 61-59. Johnson led the way with 13 points, along with DaCosta. So we're getting ready to tip things off here. Deshaun Johnson will tip it off against Jabreco DaCosta. Jack Bonaszewski throws it up, and Ayers steals the tap, so it'll be Keystone basketball to start. Gators playing man-to-man. Here's Brandon Scott. Jack Anderson for 3, good. And Coach Kettle could not have asked for a better start. Anderson knocking down a 3 on the opening possession. Giants lead by 3. Here's Matthews. Keystone man-to-man. Baseline drive by Nicholson, no good. Offensive rebound by Koger, and he is fouled, and he'll go to the line for 2. So Jermaine Koger is 60% free throw shooter on the year. He's a freshman from Archbishop Curley High School in Baltimore. That foul's on DeAndre Sutherland, his first team foul for the half on Keystone. This Koger's short on the first attempt. He's 0 for 2 from the line. Little free throw line break there action by Keystone. Brandon Scott with the rebound, no good. This has the makings of a track meet. Lefty 3 ball by Desmond Nicholson is good, and we're tied at 3. Ayers looks to get to the rim. Goes up strong, and he is fouled, and he'll shoot 2. So Camden Ayers will go to the line here for 2 shots. Leads the club in assists. He has exactly 100 assists on the year going into this one. The lefty knocks down the first free throw. As I mentioned, Keystone scored 109 points in their win earlier in the week at Cairn. So this is a high-octane offense. Coach Kettle changing defenses here, showing a little zone here, 1-2-2 half court. They'll look to trap, get some quick turnovers, and they do there. Here's Scott, hit ahead to Ayers, and Camden Ayers converts. 7-3 Giants. Keystone sticking to that 1-2-2. Notre Dame's going to want to keep the ball away from the sideline and corners on this thing because Keystone's showing they want to trap. Coach Kettle looking to generate some offense, some easy baskets from his defense, as they just did with Scott coming up with the steal and hitting head to Ayers. Here's Johnson, guarded by Scott. He pulls the trigger on the 3, no good. Looked like it hit the shot clock. The officials may have missed it, but it goes out to Keystone. Here's Anderson, baseline drive. Player control foul going the other way. Looked like that was Matthews who gave up his body and drew the charge. So that's the first foul of the afternoon on Jack Anderson. It's the second team foul. Giants sticking with that 1-2-2 with the very athletic Brandon Scott on the point of this zone. Matthews hits middle. Pull-up jumper by Koger, no good. Rebound Sutherland, 2-on-1. Lob to Scott. He misses and gets his own rebound and converts. So Brandon Scott sticking with the play, not hanging his head, not giving up. And Keystone has a 6-point lead. They're up 9-3. Koger drives it from the free throw line, no good. Loose ball, Matthews comes up with it. Here's Johnson getting down the lane, little scoop shot off the glass, good. 9-4, ball flying up the sideline. Here's Anderson. Notre Dame struggling to get back defensively, and Keystone makes them pay. Jack Anderson with the easy 2. Matthews knocks down the 3 from the skip pass out of the trap. And it's now a 1-possession game. Notre Dame trails by 3, 11-8. Gators sticking man. Here's Scott, baseline drive. Anderson for three, good. So Jack's two for two from behind the arc, and it's 14-8. It's hot outside and it's hot inside. Anderson knocking down his first 2 threes of the game. Pull-up jumper by Johnson, no good. Rebound, Jack Anderson. Tiptoes up the sideline. Finds Sutherland, no good. Keystone now man-to-man. Coach Kettle, one of the reasons for their success is they've been changing defenses a lot, keeping offenses out of rhythm. Big reason why Keystone has won 4 of their last 5. Here's Camden Ayers. Anderson thought about it. Instead, he drives in and out. Rebound to Costa. Shot clock down to 18. Forced shot by Johnson, no good. Here's Ayers. Stays with it, has his shot blocked. Nicholson in transition. Pull up Jay, good by the lefty. So the freshman, Desmond Nicholson, cuts the lead to 4. 14-10 Giants. We're 5 minutes into this one. Sutherland being guarded by Nicholson. Ayers getting the ball screen from Johnson. 13 on the shot clock. Fakes the handoff to Anderson. Here's Sutherland off the glass, and he scores. DeAndre Sutherland makes it once again a 6-point lead for the home team in white. Nicholson being guarded by Ayers. He gets the ball screen. Johnson switches out on him. Here's Matthews. Great job by Ayers to prevent the ball from getting into the paint. And that ball is turned over. Credit Brandon Scott with the pressure. He really pressured the passing lane, and the Gators threw it away. So it'll be Keystone basketball. As Amari Bell checks in for the Gators. He replaces Koger. Here's Anderson, pull up Jay, good. So Jack Anderson really has the hot hand. And the Giants are up 8, 18-10. Matthews for 3, no good. Loose ball, and it'll go over to Keystone. Juwan Johnson checking back in for Notre Dame, giving Nicholson his first breather of the afternoon. So Gators sticking man-to-man. Ayers lefty 3 off the back iron. Sutherland got a piece of it, but Notre Dame was able to secure the rebound. Here's Matthews. This is Jackson Pugh, number 1 in blue, seeing his first action of the game. Ayers shoots the gap, gets the steal. 3-on-1. Lob to Scott, no good. Rebound, Jack Anderson. Here's Scott with his back to the basket, skip past the Ayers. Gets the ball screen from Anderson. Camden drives. Shot clock down to 7. Sutherland off the glass and good. Keystone with his largest lead of the afternoon. They're up 10, 20-10. Tyler Fox comes to the scores table to see his first action of the afternoon. Fox had a huge game off the bench down at Cairn earlier this week, 19 points, and that 7-point win for the Giants, 109-102. Looks like that ball is off the foot of DaCosta, and it is, and it's a turnover going over to Keystone. So Fox gives Anderson his first breather of the day. And Jack could not have shot the ball any better to start this game. I'm sure Coach Kettle will not have him sitting too long. Coming up on the 12-minute mark, Keystone leads by 10, 20-10. Sutherland to Fox to Johnson, 15 on the shot clock. Fox pull-up jumper, in and out. Here's Nicholson going one-on-one against Fox. He gets to the rim and scores. Basket is good. So Desmond Nicholson will go to the line to try and convert the conventional three-point play. The Keystone fouls on Tyler Fox, his first, team's third, as Justin Hill checks in, seeing his first action of the afternoon. Hill, a 6'3" senior from Deltona, Florida, one of many Floridians on this roster. The lefty Nicholson knocks down the free throw, and it's now a 7-point lead. Tyre Sanders also checking in for the Giants. Sanders, a 5'10" sophomore from Archbishop Wood, which is a school Coach Kettle coached against during his time at Scranton Prep. Sanders over to Fox. He's trapped along the sideline. Good job by Hill preventing the turnover. Shot clock down to 12. Sutherland skip pass to Fox. Shot clock to 8. Tyler drives. Little shot off the glass. Crafty move by Tyler Fox. The Notre Dame bench, I think, wanted to travel, but Tyler Fox breaking out a move that you'd see in an adult rec league game. And now Keystone showing 2-3 zone. Again, Keystone changing defenses early and often. And as I said, that's a reason why they've won 4 of their last 5. Nicholson, 3-ball, no good. Rebound, Bell. Rebound cleaned up by Johnson. To Fox. Back to Johnson, and he's fouled. Great chemistry there by Fox and Johnson on the break. So Deshaun Johnson, a 68% free throw shooter, will head to the line here. If he converts both of these, it'll give Keystone its largest lead of the game. No good on the first. As Koger returns in the lineup for Notre Dame, Jalen Yates checking in, seeing his first action for the Gators. He's a 6'2" junior out of Baltimore City High School. Of course, this Notre Dame campus is located right in Baltimore. So 1 out of 2 for Johnson, and it's back to a 10-point lead. And once again, another change in defense by Keystone. Little 2-2-1 zone look, 3-quarter court. We have a stoppage of play. Not sure if it's a clock issue. It would appear to be. As Jack Anderson checks back in, he'll replace Sutherland. You knew he wasn't going to sit too long. Jack came out guns a-blazing. Hot from the perimeter. So Coach Kettle staying with the hot hand. So we got 10:53 on the clock here. And it'll be Gators basketball along the sideline. 23-13. Keystone with the early lead. Pull-up jumper by Pugh, good. Jackson Pugh averaging 8 on the season. Fox for 3 in transition, no good. Gators got away with one there, leaving him open. If they get Fox going along with Anderson, it could be a long afternoon for Notre Dame. 2-3 zone here, look by Keystone. Pugh into the high post. This is Koger. Good ball movement by the team in blue. 3-ball from Yates, no good. Tracks down his own rebound. Shot clock's at 16. We're 10 minutes into this one. Keystone leads by 8, 23-15. Nicholson being guarded by Fox. Shot clock down to 7. Nicholson gets into the gap of the zone, kicks out. Bell, short corner jumper, no good. Rebound Fox, hit ahead to Sanders. Sanders wisely pulls it out, and Keystone will run a scripted play here. Shot clock down to 15. Fox for three, short. Rebound Bell. Giants sticking with that 2-3 zone. Here's Pugh. Nicholson thought about it. Three ball on the way from Yates, no good. Rebound Jack Anderson. Fox, great hit ahead. This is Hill. Drives baseline, pulls up. Wild shot, no good. We're under 9 minutes. Keystone up 8, 23-15. This change in defense really preventing Notre Dame from getting into any offensive rhythm. However, they score there as Koger gets the easy bucket along the baseline. And it's now a 6-point game. And the Gators now switching defenses. They're zone 2-3. Anderson, a bomb off the back iron. And that foul's on Justin Hill going over the back of Jermaine Koger. So that's Hill's first. Fourth-team foul in the half on Keystone. As Ayers checks back in for Keystone. John Bryce seeing his first action of the afternoon. 6'2" sophomore out of St. Augustine, Florida. So Coach Kettle going deep into his bench. Yates, handoff there, and we got a bump on Jack Anderson. I believe that's his second foul. So it looks like Coach Kettle may get him so he doesn't pick up his second. And Sutherland does replace Anderson. That's a 15th foul on the Giants. Jack a little anxious there on the dribble handoff, committing the foul. Pugh pitches back to Yates, back to Pugh, pull-up jumper along the baseline, long, rebound by Bell, and Bell makes his presence felt with the offensive rebound and the putback. Bell, 6'3", plays a lot bigger. He looks like he just got out of the weight room. Gators sticking with that zone. Shot clock down to 15. Scott, good ball movement. Bryce, dish off to Sutherland, out to Fox. 7 on the shot clock. Tyler pulls up short, rebound Sutherland in traffic, and we have a player control foul. Sutherland lowered the shoulder, and it'll be an offensive foul going the other way. So it'll be Gators basketball. Deshaun Johnson checks back in. He replaces Sutherland. That's Sutherland's second foul in the afternoon. And the next foul on Keystone will put Notre Dame into the bonus for the rest of the half. 4-point lead by Keystone, 23-19. Pugh. It's the lefty Nicholson guarded by Bryce. And that crafty Camden Ayers does it again. He strips it, gets the turnover. Offensive rebound by Tyler Fox. Ayers, that's a blocking foul. He'll go to the line for 2. Looked like the Notre Dame defender was in that restricted area. So that'll be an automatic block, and that foul's on Koger. It'll be the 3rd-team foul. It's Koger's first personal. So Ayers came into this game with 56 steals. He just got another one there. First free throw in and out. Spoke with Coach Kettle earlier in the week, and he said as Camden Ayers goes, this team goes. When he plays well, it seems like the Giants win. Like I mentioned, that went down at Cairn earlier in the week. Camden flirted with a triple-double, 8 points, 10 assists, 9 rebounds. He's really a complete player. He might not lead the team in scoring, but he does a lot of things and does them well. Keystone going back to the 1-2-2. Nicholson. This is Yates to Pugh. Looking to drive. And that's a player control foul going the other way. Looked like Pugh may have did the old swim move, the old hook move on Ayers. He didn't fool the official on that one. So that's a 4th team foul on Notre Dame. 1st team foul on Pugh. So Keystone up 5 with 6 minutes left here in the half, 24-19. Gators sticking with that zone. Inside to Johnson on the slip. Looks like we have a held ball, possession arrow going the other way to the Gators. So if Notre Dame's zone here, they got to know where Tyler Fox is on the floor. Right now, he's the best shooter in white, with Jack Anderson sitting on the bench with 2 fouls. High post look, and the Bell, he bullies his way to the rim, does not score. Rebound Johnson. Here's the floor general Ayers. Drives baseline, little reverse move, no good. Scott follow-up, no good. And Ayers, a little frustration foul there. And that'll send Notre Dame to the line for a 1-and-1. Camden, a very heady player, probably didn't use the best judgment there. It's his first foul of the game. And Pugh will go to the line here to shoot 1-and-1. But it looks like we may have a timeout prior to the free throws. We'll see. I stand corrected. We have an injury. That's the reason why we're delayed. It looks like Tyler Fox is down along the baseline. Coach Tara Machaco, along with the athletic trainer, out tending to him. Not sure exactly what the injury is. Looks like he is going to get up on his own. He's struggling to put weight on his one leg. I'm not sure if it's an ankle injury. Looks like it's a lower body thing as he's being helped to the bench. Yeah, he can't put any weight on his right leg. Not sure if it's ankle, knee, but definitely lower body injury. So not sure if Tyler will return. Like I said, he had a great game off the bench earlier in the week down at Cairn. 19 points on 3 of 5 shooting from behind the arc. So Pugh will go to the line here for a 1-and-1 after Ayers committed the foul. First free throw in and out. Keystone has a nice little sideline break here off the opponent's free throw. That ball just flies up the sideline, and if you loaf it back in transition, they can get an easy basket. Bryce for 3. Good. John Bryce knocking down the triple. Keystone up 8. Into Nicholson, kicks out to Yates. Yates for 3, no good. Rebound, Johnson. Here's Johnson to Scott, who hasn't gotten off to a hot start yet offensively. Brandon drives baseline, ball was deflected, and will remain with Keystone with 9 on the shot clock. Cole Matthews returning to the Gators lineup. He'll give Yates a rest. So Ayers to inbound along the baseline, 9 on the shot clock. It looks like a delay of game violation on Notre Dame. Not sure if the defender guarding Ayers leaned over the baseline or not. It appeared that's what it was, but I'm not 100% sure. Here's Bryce. 5 on the shot clock. Ayers pulls up. Desperation 3, no good. Here are the Gators going the other way. Nicholson gets to the rim. And we got a foul going the other way. Looked like that foul's on DaCosta going over the back. Keystone got away with one there. Poor transition defense. They didn't stop the ball. Nicholson got all the way to the rim but was unable to finish. So we're coming up on the 4-minute mark in the first half. Keystone hanging on to an 8-point lead, 27-19. Notre Dame sticking with that zone. Here's Scott. That ball was blocked. He got his own miss but could not convert. It'll be Gators basketball. Giants sticking with that 1-2-2. They're looking to trap sidelines. Nearly got a steal there out of the trap. And they do get a turnover, though. It is off Matthews. It'll go over to Keystone as Jack Anderson checks back in. He replaces Hill. Anderson needs to be careful. He has 2 fouls. Coach Kettle may do a little offense-defense with Jack if he can sub him out on the defensive end anytime he can over the next 3.5. I think he will. You don't want to see Jack pick up his 3rd before halftime. Ayers gets to the rim. Scoop shot, good. The crafty Camden Ayers gets to the rim. And it's a 10-point lead, 29-19. Nicholson being guarded by Johnson. Here's Pugh. Shot clock down to 10. Great defense by the Giants. Down to 5, 4. Matthews is going to have to hoist up a prayer. No good. That might have been Keystone's best defensive sequence in the half court. Ayers splits 2 defenders. The lefty scoop shot is good. The crafty Camden Ayers. Slithering to the rim. Keystone has its largest lead. They're up 12, 31-19. And Notre Dame wants to talk it over. TJ Jordan calling timeout. We'll take a brief timeout here on the Keystone College Athletics live stream. We're back here live on the campus of Keystone College inside the Gamble Athletic Center. 2:43 left in the first half. The home Giants have a 12-point lead, their biggest of the game so far, 31-19. It'll be Gators basketball. Here's Pugh. Bryce switches out on him. However, Pugh turns the corner and scores off the glass. Leads down to 10. Nearly turned over. Ball gets back to Ayers. Here's Bryce for 3. He hit one earlier, and now he's 2 for 2 from behind the arc. John Bryce giving the Giants a big spark off the bench. They're up 34-21 as we approach the 2-minute mark. Matthews, pitch back to Nicholson. Lefty 3, no good. Rebound by Hill. Hill really skied to get that. Ayers gets bumped, maintains possession. Bryce, crowded off the 3-point line, kicks back to Ayers for 3, no good. Scott has inside position, however, we have a foul. And that foul is on Brandon Scott. I guess the officials thought he displaced a Notre Dame player. He definitely had inside position. As Anderson will check back in. He'll replace Ayers. I stand corrected. He'll replace Hill. So it's 1-1 for Amari Bell. Belle Jr. out of Capitol Heights, Maryland. Gets the first of the 1-1. The lead's a dozen for Keystone. Bell converts both, and it's down to 11. Notre Dame sticking zone here. They were without one of their better players this afternoon. Deron Gray, who's averaging 9 points per game, was a scratch. One of their better shooters. He shoots 39% on the year from the three-point arc. Foul line jumper, no good by Johnson. Here's Bell. Somehow gets to the rim and scores. Crafty move by Amari Bell. And it's now a 9-point lead for Keystone, 34-25 as we come up on a minute. Ayers gets the double high ball screen. Bounce pass along the baseline to Scott, no good. Brandon struggling to find his offensive groove. It's down to 50 seconds in the half. Keystone matched up, they're now man-to-man. Shot clock down to 13. Nicholson to Pugh. Pugh being guarded by the bigger Johnson. Pugh pull-up jumper inside the three-point line is good. He just beats the shot clock for the long two. And it's down to 7, 34-27. Keystone can play for the final shot here. 15 seconds left in the game. 10 seconds. Expect a high ball screen here for Ayers. And here it comes. They look to get him towards the rim. 2 seconds left. Ayers pull up and he is fouled. And it looks like he will shoot 3. Coach TJ Jordan cannot be happy on that one. A, you don't want to foul a jump shooter. That's a cardinal sin in basketball. B, you don't want to do it with under a second left. And Ayers is going to go to the line to shoot 3 with 0.5 of a second left. He can make this a 10-point halftime lead if he converts all 3. He hits the first. Gets the second. As Hill gets Anderson, Coach Kettle wants to see Jack pick up his third with just a half a second left. So the final free throw of 3 for Ayers. Camden Ayers converts all 3, and just like that, Keystone has its 10-point lead back, 37-27, and that's how things will wrap up here at the end of the first half. So after 20 minutes of play, the Keystone Giants lead the Notre Dame Gators 37-27. We'll return briefly with halftime stats as we take a pause here on the Keystone College Athletics Livestream. And we're back here live on the campus of Keystone College, the Gamble Athletic Center. It's halftime for men's basketball. Keystone College leading the Notre Dame Gators 37-27 here at the half. Got some stats here provided by our great sports information staff at Keystone College, Colin Franco and Justin Phillips. Keystone, Camden Ayers leading the way with 12 points here at the half. Jack Anderson chipping in with 10. The stat that really sticks out here for Keystone is they had just one turnover in the first half to 7 assists. So Coach Kettle has to be ecstatic about that. They're valuing the basketball. Out of those 7 assists, Brandon Scott has 4 and Camden Ayers has 3. Camden, of course, leading the team in assists coming into this one with 100 on the year. For Notre Dame, well-balanced scoring attack. Desmond Nicholson leading the way with 8 points. And then their second leading scorers coming off the bench, Jackson Pugh and Amari Bell with 6 each. Keystone shooting 40% from behind the three-point arc. Notre Dame just 20%. So that's a big reason why Keystone has a 10-point lead here at the intermission. Keystone, they're 4th in the conference standings, trailing St. Elizabeth. St. Elizabeth right now leading Clark Summit University at the half, 41-31. So it's Keystone ball. Gators showing zone again. Scott skip past the Ayers, 17 on the shot clock. Ball down to Sutherland. Ayers gets into the gap of the zone. Skip pass. Anderson for 3. Good. Jack Anderson with the 3 bomb from the corner. And it's back to a 13-point lead, 40-27. Camden Ayers doing Camden Ayers things and finding open guys on the floor. Nicholson off the curl, no good. Rebound DaCosta. And we have a foul. I think Keystone bench wanted a hell ball on that one. Gators get a little bit of a break as Camden Ayers picks up his second foul, first for the Giants in the half. And that'll send Jabreco DaCosta to the line. He's just a 44% free throw shooter. DaCosta, a native of Jamaica. So 1 out of 2, and it's a 12-point lead now for Keystone. That zone forcing Ayers, the lefty, to his right. Here's Scott, finds Anderson, safe spot for 3 from the corner, no good. And Ayers picks up his 3rd foul. So Camden needing to use a little bit better judgment. Out of his 3 fouls, 2 of them are about 60 feet away from the hoop. As Tyre Sanders checks back in to replace Camden Ayers. So 40-28 Keystone. They've changed defenses all game. They're starting here man-to-man in the second half, but they'll mix in zone. They'll mix in 2 or 3 different types of presses. Don't be surprised if you see a little 1-3-1 out of them. So it'll be Gators basketball along the baseline, 20 on the shot clock. Matthews inbounding, DaCosta to Johnson. Shot clock down to 12. Nicholson being guarded by Anderson. Shot clock down to 7. Matthews, desperation shot along the baseline. He gets the roll, and it's now a 10-point game, 40-30. Sanders back to Scott. High post entry into Johnson. Finds Jack Anderson along the baseline. Great court vision from the high post by Johnson to find Jack Anderson cutting along the baseline. 42-30. Giants sticking man-to-man. Here's K'Wan Johnson being guarded by Brandon Scott. Koger looking to back down. He kicked it out to DaCosta, who traveled. So it'll be Keystone basketball. As the home Giants lead by a dozen, 42-30. Scott, skip past the Sanders. 3 out, 2 and look against the zone as Scott drives it, and he's fouled hard, and he'll go to the line to shoot 2. So Brandon Scott, who struggled a little bit shooting the ball today, he's contributed in other ways. He'll go to the line for 2 shots, and maybe this will get the product of Cheltenham, Pennsylvania, going offensively. Brandon came off a huge game in that win Wednesday night down in Cairn. 21 points, 8 rebounds as he gets the first free throw. Scott averaging 12.5 points a game. He gets both, and it's a 44-30 lead. Double high ball screen for Johnson. Finds a rolling Koger. This ball getting swung. Now it's Johnson for 3. Good box out by Keystone. Officials saying that ball's off Sutherland. It will remain Notre Dame ball. .20 to shoot for the Gators as Nicholson will inbound. Sutherland switches out on Johnson. Johnson long 2. Good box out by Brandon Scott as he draws the foul on Jermaine Koger. So it'll be Giants basketball. They'll look to extend this lead to 16, possibly 17. Sutherland skip past the Sanders. The Gators sticking with that zone. Sutherland baseline drive. He's cut off. And we have a foul. So it'll be a non-shooting foul. It'll be Keystone basketball along the baseline. That foul's on Cole Matthews of the Gators, his first, team's third, as Jackson Pugh replaces Kewan Johnson. Pugh gave them great minutes off the bench in the first half. Anderson, little scoop shot, no good. Yeah, Pugh had 6 points in 14 minutes coming off the bench in the first half. Giants sticking man-to-man. Matthews cut off by Johnson. Matthews gets it back on the dribble handoff. 10 to shoot. Pugh tries baseline, little floater, no good. Rebound Sutherland. Giants got numbers. Hit ahead to Sanders. That ball is blocked. It will remain Keystone basketball. That's off Koger. So Koger preventing an easy 2 there by Sanders, hustling back in transition, getting the block. Anderson, in and out. Pugh to Nicholson. Being guarded by Jack Anderson. Little spin move by Devin Nicholson, no good. And we have a foul. It looks like that foul is on Jabreco DaCosta. So that's his third. As Amari Bell will replace DaCosta. Coach Kettle encouraging his Giants to pick up the pace offensively. He doesn't want them to take their foot off the gas. Anderson for 3, good. Jack Anderson gives Keystone its largest lead of the afternoon, 47-30. 15 minutes left. Pugh to Matthews. Down to Bell along the block, posting up the shorter Sanders, no good. Rebound Brandon Scott. Scott to Anderson, back to Scott. Brandon drives baseline. Kicks out to Sutherland, who lowers the shoulder, and that's an offensive foul going the other way. So that foul's on DeAndre Sutherland. That's his third, team's third, as Justin Hill will replace DeAndre. So Coach Kettle has Sutherland and Ayers both with 3 fouls. Pugh looking to get by Sanders. Finds Matthews for a 3. No good. Anderson will just let it go out of bounds, and it'll be Keystone basketball. So coming into this game, Keystone 4th in conference standings. If the playoffs were to begin today, they would host an opening round game. They'd play the 5 seed, which would be Cairn right now. Of course, after today, there's one more regular season game for all conference teams. So things could still happen. Keystone, worst case scenario, would want to stay 4th. Best case scenario, maybe move up to 3. As Hill knocks down the 3. And it's now a 20-point lead, 50-30. Justin Hill kind of nonchalantly shot it. I don't think anybody was expecting him to do it. And he shot it with confidence. And the Giants have their biggest lead. 14 and a half left. Johnson does not get the roll. Rebound, Bell. And he stops the bleeding for the Gators. 50-32. Notre Dame sticking zone. Sanders, corner 3, no good. And it looks like we may have a push on Jack Anderson. And that is a push on Jack Anderson, so that'll be his third. 14 foul on the Giants. As John Bryce, who connected on multiple 3-point attempts in the first half, checks in and replaces Sanders. Yeah, Bryce had 2 threes off the bench, 2 for 2 from behind the arc in the first half. As we have a foul here on Keystone. And that'll send Jermaine Koger to the line for 2. That Keystone foul is on Brandon Scott, his second, the team's 5th. Coach Kettle respectively disagreeing with the officials, and actually the foul was on the floor. Koger is trying to pull a faster one there and go to the line for 2 shots, but it'll be Notre Dame ball along the baseline. Johnson to Koger, working on Johnson, and he scores. So the Gators have cut this lead to 16, 50-34. Keystone can't take their foot off the gas. They had one slip away last Saturday here against Wilson. Hill for 3, off the back iron. Rebound, Bell. Pugh, 3-ball, Johnson, no good. Rebound, Johnson. So Johnson to Johnson. Bryce. Johnson wasn't ready for that one. Good look by Hill. Johnson wasn't ready. But Keystone gets it right back. Here's Jack Anderson. 3-ball from Hill off the back iron. And we got a foul, and it looks like it'll stay here with the Giants. So that foul's on Jackson Pugh. It's the crowd going nuts here as Devin Barnes checks in for the Giants, seeing his first action of the afternoon, the 6'6" sophomore out of the Philly area, Abington High School. Not Abington Heights, Abington High School. That was Pugh's second personal foul. Both teams with 5 team fouls. Turnover here. Great hustle by Brandon Scott to get back. Tremendous transition defense by the junior. Hill for 3 off the back iron. Hill's not getting cheated this afternoon. He's getting his shots up. Pugh to Bell. He's met by Hill. Ball poked away by Barnes. And here's Pugh guarded by Jack Anderson. Bryce switches out on Pugh. Shot clock down to 9. 3 ball. No good by Marquise James, who's checked in for Notre Dame. As we're just under 12 minutes, Keystone, 16-point lead. Bryce for 3, good. He's perfect from behind the arc today. John Bryce, 3 for 3 from long distance. He has 9, and Keystone will take a timeout. So with 11:46 left in this one, the Giants lead the Gators 53-34. We'll take a brief pause here on the Keystone College Athletics live stream. We're back here inside the Gamble Athletic Center on the campus of Keystone College here in La Plume. Giants with a 19-point lead over visiting Notre Dame College of Maryland, 53-34. John Bryce really giving Keystone a spark. He's 3 for 3 from behind the arc, 9 points here off the bench in this game. Should be noted, one of Coach Kettle's top shooters off the bench, Tyler Fox, went down late in the first half, looks like with an ankle injury. He's on crutches. He has an ice pack on his ankle. Doubt he will return today, and we'll see what his status will be like for the regular season finale at Valley Forge on Tuesday. 3 ball from the corner, no good by Yates. Rebound, no good. Scott comes up with the defensive rebound. Scott not shooting the ball all that well today. However, he's getting rebounds, getting steals. He's doing a lot of other things well. You don't necessarily have to score to make an impact on the game, and Brandon Scott's doing that today. Pugh driving to the rim, and he is fouled by Barnes. So it'll be Gators basketball along the baseline with 11:02 left. Marquise James inbound the ball along the baseline. Shot clock down to 16. Pugh. Short pull-up jumper, does not get the roll. Rebound Koger, and that is good. So Keystone failed the box out there, and Jermaine Koger made him pay. It's down to 17, 53-36. Ayers to Anderson, who gets the screen along the baseline. Jack for 3, good. And Jack Anderson shooting the ball well his last couple games. He had the hot hand down at Cairn, and that carried over into the night. Another 3 ball from the junior from Florida. Here's Scott in transition, and he's fouled, and he'll go to the line. And he'll shoot 2. So Scott, a 59% free throw shooter on the year, will look to give Keystone its largest lead of the game. The lefty gets the first. As the nice soft touch gets the roll. Tristan Alvarez checking in, seeing his first action for Notre Dame. He's a 5'11 freshman out of Manassas, Virginia, suburb of DC. Scott doesn't look like a 59% free throw shooter there. He knocks down both, and Keystone has its largest lead. They're up by 22, 58-36. Koger backing down Barnes, and Barnes will pick up his foul. be his second personal. As DeAndre Sutherland will check back in. He'll replace Barnes. So that foul on Keystone is their 7th. So that puts Notre Dame at the line in the bonus. It's a 1-on-1 situation here for Jermaine Koger, just a 60% free throw shooter on the year. First free throw is good. Second one is short, rebound Bryce. Ayers getting downhill, getting to the rim, and he is bumped. However, it'll be a non-shooting foul, so it'll be Giants basketball underneath. That foul is on Tristan Alvarez, his first. Now both teams in the bonus. Coach Kettle goes to his bench. Mujid Moore seeing his first action of the afternoon. 6'2" junior out of Charlotte, North Carolina. So they will not let Moore sub in. As Ayers gets the first, now Moore can check in. He replaces Brandon Scott. And as Coach Kettle said, as Camden Ayers goes, so does this team. And he's played very well again this afternoon. And I don't think it's a coincidence that Keystone has a 22-point lead. Alvarez gets to the rim, can't convert. However, that is off a white jersey, and it'll stay with the Gators. With 22 to shoot. Koger to Alvarez, and he is fouled. He'll go to the line and shoot 2. Looks like that foul is on DeAndre Sutherland. And that's his 4th. So Deshaun Johnson is at the scorer's table, and it looks like he'll get Sutherland. So Alvarez gets the first, looking to convert on the second. Cut this to a 20-point deficit. No good on the second attempt. Hit ahead to Moore. He stays with it. Johnson cleans up the mess and scores. So Deshaun Johnson be rewarded for his hard work. He gets an easy 2. And that ball will go over to Keystone. Looks like it went off the foot of a person in blue. So as we approach the 9-minute mark, Keystone up 23. Ayers fakes the handoff to Anderson and gets the easy 2. A little trickery there by Camden Ayers. Everybody thought Anderson was going to get it. Camden kept it, drove baseline and scored. Here's Duffy looking to drive on Anderson. Pull-up jumper inside the foul line is good. So that's Mike Duffy's first points of the afternoon. 6'4" junior as Ayers is bumped. And he'll go to the line to shoot 1-on-1. So Ayers has started all 22 of Keystone's games this year. And he always seems to be involved. whether it's scoring, assists, steals, rebounds. He came up short of a triple-double the other night at Cairn. 8 points, 10 assists, 9 rebounds. Alvarez, good job by Johnson to contest that shot. Moore gets the rebound. Hit ahead to Anderson, back to Moore. Bryce, who's had the hot hand from 3 this afternoon, gives it to Anderson. Shot clock down to 15. Little clear out here for Jack. Looks to draw the contact and does, and he'll go to the line to shoot 2. So Anderson's craftiness will get him to the free throw line, where he's shooting 87% on the year. Jack knocks down the first. It'll be interesting to see once the end of year awards come out in the conference where Jack will place as far as first team, second team. He's definitely one of the best players in the league. Keystone will take a full timeout here with 8:15 left in this one. 66-40 Giants lead Notre Dame. We'll take a brief timeout here on the Keystone College Athletics live stream. So we're back here inside the Gamble Athletic Center on the campus of Keystone College. The Keystone Giants cruising. They're up 26, 66-40 with 8:15 left. It'll be Notre Dame basketball. Here's Alvarez. Seeing lots of action here in the second half. Koger. Drive by Yates, no good. It'll remain Gators basketball with exactly 8 minutes left on the clock in this one. Marquise James inbound. Inside to Koger, no good. Ayers finds Bryce in transition for 3. No good. Rebound, Yates. Alvarez, looked like he may have walked there. No call. Duffy to Yates, and that is good. So Jalen Yates knocks down the 3 ball. And it's a 21-point lead for Keystone, 66-43. I'm sorry, 23-point lead. 7:23 left. 15 on the shot clock. Ball goes into Johnson. Ball deflected. Keystone able to keep it. Ayers, 5 on the shot clock. Little scoop shot, gets his own rebound. And Camden just wanted it more. Got his own rebound. And then came up with the loose ball. Shot clock down to 12 as we're under 7 minutes. 23-point lead for the home Giants. Shot clock down to 5. Anderson pull-up jumper from the elbow. Good. He is silky smooth. And that hot shooting down at Cairn has carried over into this afternoon for Jack Anderson. 68-43. That's a player control foul on Marquise Gray. Moore stepping in, taking the charge. And that was an easy call for the official, Jack Bonaszewski. Gray extended the arm. Keystone now in the double bonus. However, you do not shoot on player control fouls, but it's 2 shots the rest of the way for the Giants. 68-43. Here's Scott, who checked back in. Bryce looking into Johnson. Here's Moore for 3. No good. Brandon Scott rebound. Lefty putback. Good. Keystone with its biggest lead of the game, 27. But Yates knocks down the 3 in transition, and he's getting the hot hand from the perimeter. Coach Kettle wanting the Giants to push the pace here. Sanders, handoff to Bryce. 17 on the shot clock. Bryce, spin move, free throw line jumper, no good. Rebound Johnson. He goes up, no good. Looks like there's a foul on Moore going over the back. It looks like Notre Dame will get free throws. That foul is on Moore, his first, team's 9th. As Jalen Yates will go to the foul line, shoot 1-1. He's a 64% free throw shooter on the year. Free throw in and out, rebound Moore. Sanders being guarded by Alvarez to Bryce. Sanders got bumped, no foul. 10 on the shot clock. Bryce, and he is fouled. He'll go to the line for 2. So John Bryce, a 6'2" sophomore out of St. Augustine, Florida. He has 9 points on the afternoon, all from behind the arc. So he'll look to get into double figures. So Keystone will have its regular season finale on Tuesday night at Valley Forge, weather permitting. They're talking about a storm along the East Coast. We'll see if that's the real deal or not. So Bryce gets both, gets the shooter's touch on the second. He has 11, and it's back out to a 26-point lead. Yates for 3, no good. Rebound, Marquise James and putback. Bryce to Scott. Gators out of that zone. They're man-to-man. Bryce for 3, no good. Rebound Gray. He's going to take it all the way. Slithers past Moore. And the basket is good. Little delayed call there by the official. There was a whistle, but it was hesitation there on counting the basket. So Marquise James will go to the line to try and cut this to a 21-point deficit. Gets the roll, so the conventional three-point play is good, and it's 72-51 Keystone. We're under 4.5 minutes to go. Moore drives, kicks out to Sanders. Shot clock down to 15. Moore gets it back. Sutherland trapped along the baseline. Shot clock down to 8. Sanders gets the ball screen. 4 on the shot clock. Sutherland puts up a prayer off the back iron. Looks like that ball is off Brandon Scott and will go over to the Gators with under 4 minutes to play. Justin Hill's back in, as is Devin Barnes. So they'll replace Bryce and Scott. I have a hunch Scott is done for the afternoon. Yates' three, no good. Notre Dame bench wanted a foul on that. Didn't get it. So if Keystone were to hang on here, it would be their 10th win on the season. They'd improve to 10-13 overall, 10-5 in the conference. Lob into Barnes, and this crowd desperately wants him to score. Kick out to Hill, no good. Alvarez being guarded by Sutherland. Little shake and bake move, good. So Alvarez silences the crowd with the free throw line jumper. And this deficit is under 20. It's 19 now. However, Sutherland has other plans and make sure the lead balloons back over 20. Keystone leads 74-53. Sutherland with the steal. Here's Sanders being guarded by Yates. Over to Hill. So we're under 3 minutes. Hill, free ball, no good. And we have a foul. Looks like that foul's on Keystone. I'm not sure if it'll be free throws for Notre Dame here. That foul's on Justin Hill. And it actually looks like that was a possible technical foul. Azan Sheik to the line here for two. Oh, it's the old flop rule. So that explains why it's one free throw. So they got the flop call on Hill. So that's why Sheik had the free throw, and it will be Notre Dame ball. Pull up by Gray, no good. Duffy tried to keep it alive, was unsuccessful. Here's Hill to Moore. Sanders gets it in the lane and scores. Tyre Sanders, his first points of the game. 76-53 Keystone. It looks like a blocking foul on Hill. He may have been in that restricted area. And that'll send Marquise James to the line for two. Keystone trailing St. Elizabeth in the standings. St. Elizabeth right now is in third place. Keystone in fourth. However, it looks like St. Elizabeth is going to hold on. They lead Clark Summit University at home by 20. So it looks like Keystone will not pick up any ground on St. Elizabeth. However, Keystone will not lose any ground. They'll still remain fourth here with the win this afternoon. And they'll have one more game remaining in the regular season going down to Valley Forge. Coach Kettle hoping that they will host a home playoff game here a week from today as either the 4 seed or the 3 seed. So the crowd excited. Fan favorite Devin Barnes going to the line here to shoot two. No good on the first. The roof might blow off this place if he converts the second. No good, off the back iron, and we have a foul on Justin Hill. And that'll send Mike Duffy to the line to shoot two, double bonus. So if Keystone holds on to the 4th seed or moves up to the 3rd seed, they will have a home playoff game, conference playoff game a week from today. Tip time is undetermined. And again, with this win this afternoon, Keystone will improve to 10-13 overall, 10-5 in the conference. Coach Kettle played a brutal non-conference schedule. 2 Division I opponents, along with quality D3 opponents like Rockport State and Wilkes, just to name a few. Alvernia. Barnes will go back to the line, double bonus here. And this home crowd desperately wants him to get into the scoring column. That rolled around the rim, came out. So Barnes will get another chance. No good on the second. So the sophomore empty from the charity stripe today. He's 0 for 4. As Gray gets to the rim, basket counts in the foul. Exactly 90 seconds left in this one. Keystone lead is 21, or Keith Gray can cut it to 20. So 3-point play converted by Marquise Gray, 76-56 Giants. And Keystone, their regular season finale, their conference regular season finale on Tuesday night at Valley Forge as Barnes goes to work underneath, in and out, rebound Moore, little up and under move, and he scores. The bench approves of that. 1 minute to play, 22-point lead for Keystone, 78-56. Here's Bryce, hit ahead to Hill. He slithers to the rim and scores. Great body control by Justin Hill as he converts. It's 80-56. Free ball by Sheik, no good. Bryce with the rebound. Coach Kettle has to be thrilled with Bryce's performance off the bench this afternoon. Sanders into Barnes. Looks like there's a foul. So we have a foul on Notre Dame. Looks like it'll be against Yates. I'm confused as why there's no free throws. Both teams in the double bonus. Ball into Barnes. And he gets the N one and goes to the line. The home crowd going nuts. So Devin Barnes giving the home fans exactly what they wanted. He's in the scoring column, and he'll go to the line for a free throw. No good on the free throw, however, he is in the scoring column. Here's Yates, little scoop shot, no good. Duffy tried to follow it up. Rebound comes out to Alvarez, 16 seconds left. And Gray will lay it in. And Keystone will just run out the clock here. They're up 82-56, so a convincing regular season home finale here for the Giants. They beat Notre Dame 82-58, a 24-point lead. Keystone has one more conference game remaining. They will go to Valley Forge on Tuesday and look to secure a home playoff game a week from today. So congratulations to Coach Kettle and his Giants, an 82-58 win. I'm Bill Jones signing off on the Keystone College Athletics live stream. If there is a home game, Keystone men's home game next Saturday, I will be here to call it. And you can follow it here on the Keystone College Athletics live stream. Wishing you all a great and safe Saturday.